Welcome to our second match of Week 5. We have Lake of Ragers sitting at 2-2, losing to Pounding last week, Ice type, which was just a pretty rough matchup. Just getting Blizzard just being like nothing that resists it. It's just so rough with just no consequences, getting hit by that over and over again. And we have the Marshadow's Band of Miscreants sitting at 3-1 with the most dominant win you can almost ever see, a 6-0 in 4 turns. You can't get better than that, really. When I'm looking at these teams, Mega Aerodactyl is going to be pretty huge here. It's one of the few mons in the game that can just naturally outspeed Dragon Bolt, which is huge. So you can use like Tough Claws and just like hit it with a strong move and probably even threaten to OHKO it, which is very huge. There's also Talonflame can hit. Let's see, can like Brave Bird Marshadow for super effective damage with priority if it's at full health. It's also actually just faster. And Overheat or hit Gholdengo something strong. I see that Marshadow's Band of Miscreants is brought in Cofagrigus, a recent pickup, and that's going to be an interesting mon because things like Brave Bird, or like Brave Bird's like the most common like flying type move usually. So like being able to take it, just like making other Pokemon's mons like lose their ability is like kind of nice. But these abilities aren't really that great to get rid of. Like if Talonflame's Brave Birding, it's losing its ability anyways because it's taking a recoil. Crobats, neither of these abilities are particularly great. Losing Tough Claws would be pretty big for Aerodactyl. And Gholdengo can resist most of the normal flying type stab move, but it's got to be careful for Landorus and Talonflame. I think this is like a pretty solid matchup for Lake of Ragers is what I'm seeing, which it feels like he's been struggling with. Like he just can't find a good matchup, but I think this is one of them. Let's see how this actually plays out. I'd probably just lead Aerodactyl here. I'd lead like Aerodactyl and like I don't know. It's like I'm afraid that would makes the Cofagrigus. I'm not Cofagrigus. The Banette lead like kind of scary on the other side. So like that's kind of a tough thing to do. But just like if you can find a way to one-shot it with like something, maybe like Honchkrow Foul Play or something like that could be pretty. Yeah, Honchkrow Foul Play. I think that's like I want to lead Talonflame and Honchkrow, and I don't know, maybe Cofagrigus gets Trick Room, but I kind of want to set a Trick Room for Marshadow's Band of Miscreants. But let's see how this actually goes. Okay, so we're gonna see what items they run. Okay, we got Sky Plate, which powers up, and then we have the Life Orb, very common. So when I'm seeing this, I'm seeing Tailwind here. I'm seeing like what's it called? Gale Wing's Tailwind, which is very common for what Lake of Ragers like to do. So like you do that to get, so you can maybe hit Dragon Pole with something like strong. This Landorus, you can like try to Sandsear Storm, just like do good damage to both of them. That's like not a bad idea. It's kind of risky. I don't know if this gets like anything that can really hit Ghost Saber super effectively. It's just really powerful neutral moves. But I'm thinking like Gale Wind's Tailwind and start mashing Sandsear Storm. Hope you're hitting. And what is this Banette? What do I want to do with this Banette? It has a bunch of like Willis isn't very helpful. Taunting the Talonflame is very helpful because that's priority anyways. So like I don't know, maybe just attack with the Banette this turn and just like try to get rid of. Maybe I think I double attack the Landorus this turn. Is what I'm thinking here. Okay, so we have the Intimidate switch in, which the Sworb double connect. And the Poltergeist. Oh my gosh, I thought that Poltergeist would honestly hit a lot. It's at -1 attack, I guess. But like, Banette has like 165 attack, so I'm guessing this is like a very bulky set. But Switching in the Gyarados, I don't mind here, but I'm not gonna say I'm the like you get the attack drop on Banette, and you definitely did like you read the attack. It's getting attacked, which is nice, but you don't get as much value with it because Dragon Pulse Clear Body, and now the Dragon Pulse still outspeeds you. So like another Dragon Darts can be annoying here, because like if you protect like you want to protect if you think of Dragon Darts, then you want to protect the Landorus, and then the Gyarados gets hit by 2 of them, which does good damage. So like yeah, I would like Dragon Darts and like let's try to like Poltergeist or like maybe even Will-O-Wisp the Gyarados if I'm Marshadow's Band of Miscreants. And like I don't even know what you like do here. Like probably just like take use, try to just like they like you have to attack. Protecting doesn't really do much against a mon with Dragon Darts, so maybe you have like a good tech move here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like okay. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Sucker Punching here. I really am not. And why is that? Let's see. Am I bad for thinking that I'm not a big fan of Sucker Punch? So that Sucker Punch was Sucker Punch beats if the Landorus attacks, I guess. Which I guess is fair. Yeah, okay. This Sucker Punch wasn't okay. I should stop hating the Sucker Punch. I think the Sucker Punch actually makes sense in hindsight, even though it didn't work. Because like if he doesn't I guess it beats attack, kind of. It's like Crunch and like Fantasy Storm. Yeah, okay, no. This makes sense here. But it just backfired because of Protect. Okay, we got sending Marshadow. It outspeeds both these mons, and both these mons are like relatively low HP, so that makes sense here. You can just like I don't know, try to like knock off or like I don't know what this Poltergeist. You can just really just do whatever you want here. It really depends on these other moves. I don't know if I want this Banette in. I guess you kind of have to threaten the double KO. Maybe you don't, but like yeah, it's been at such an awkward spot with -1 attack and just being slower than everything. But it's gonna be slower than everything the rest of the game, really. So I guess that's the moment you can do about it. You can like prankster Will-O-Wisp, I guess. Yeah, the Will-O-Wisp does connect. Ice Punch, okay. Crunch, that'll not take it out because of the burn, thanks to that. So now sending the Talonflame makes sense here. You don't want to get Will-O-Wisp again. So you get that. So I would... If this Banette has like Protect, I think now would be a good time to do that. Like Protect and like attack the Talonflame, I think, because this Gyarados, I don't think it's gonna be that much useful when we may have Thunder Wave. You're risking getting hit by you're getting risked by getting hit by a Brave Bird, so like that's pretty rough. Maybe I'd like switch to Cofagrigus for the Marshadow and because it's so physically tanky, I wouldn't mind that actually. And like Protect with Banette. I would just and if I would just attack here, Brave Bird the Marshadow and like Crunch the Banette here. I think that's what you have to do here. Yep, I like this Cofagrigus switching a lot. I think this was a good trade for Marshadow's Band of Miscreants. You burned the Protect. This Banette was probably not doing much for the rest of the game, and now this Talonflame is wide open to a double attack, and the only thing, and like you kind of ignore the Gyarados because it's burned. It's gonna die to burn damage next turn, so that's nice. So you can just like send in maybe like Marowak here. No, Marowak gets maybe like you can't really do Goldango either. I'm not really sure. Maybe you can just No, you're just not faster. Maybe you just like protect. Yeah, you just send in something, and I think you protected this turn. Yeah, Marowak is fine here. That's like that's actually pretty fine here. If this Cofagrigus has Trick Room, if it does, I have a Trick Room now. I think this would be a great time to Trick Room. Yeah, Trick Room like protect with Marowak would be like huge. I don't know if this gets Trick Room, which is a big mistake on my part. But yeah, this Gyarados doesn't have much use left. I would just attack the Marowak. I just double attack the Marowak. This Cofagrigus isn't that scary on its own. I'm more scared of the Marowak. I guess, yeah. Okay, this is gonna be a Protect Trick Room. Oh, Taunt. Oh, Mirror. Okay, Mentor. That's pretty huge. Alright, so he does get the Trick Room off. And now this Marowak can just go to town for the next few turns. So, like, it can, like, probably has Rock Slide. So I'm assuming that's what I'm going to be able to seeing here. You got to be worried about Sucker Punch, though. Because, especially with Super Rock, like, that could be, like, that can hit pretty hard. So you got to be worried about that. So maybe, like, Cofagrigus can, like, do something to help with that. I don't know what this mon does. Otherwise, besides it's hard to kill, it's an annoying ability. But, like, if you have Rock Slide, I'd do that. And, like, Cofagrigus try to keep it, the Miracle alive. I guess is the only thing you can do. Protect. Okay, the Rock Slide does connect. And that does get an easy OHKO. I forgot about the Gale Wings, which is pretty huge here to get one on Blade Bird before it dies. Oh, Will-O-Wisp. Okay. So now we have... Okay. Now we have the Aerodactyl, which is like the fastest mon like on the field. But I would like try to like... Since this Honchkrow just protected, I think I want to protect with Marowak and Will-O-Wisp the Honchkrow. I think that makes a lot of sense here. Make sure the Honchkrow just gets weakened here and like protect a Sucker Punch from coming. So I think that's like the only real play here. And the Marowak, I mean for the other side, I just what do you even do? Like you want to try to Sucker Punch to get the OHKO, and you're just in some mind games here. Aerodactyl probably gets crunched. Like maybe he's like. I see that the Marowak does have Protect, and the Cofagrigus doesn't. So maybe I just double the Cofagrigus here. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that switch of the Honchkrow, unless if it doesn't have Sucker Punch. So now you just burned a turn of Trick Room. I mean, burn your Protect turn, which is like bad. And now you got to get worried about like Rock Slide Flinch. And now you can just like, you can Rock Slide, which will probably OHKO the Crobat because it's super effective and like frail. And like you just like double this Aerodactyl slot because it's more threatening mon. The Crobat lives, that's fine, it's burned, and it's not that powerful. So I just double the Aerodactyl slot. Rock Slide, double connect. Does big damage, not enough to either though. Shadow Ball will get the OHKO. And now this Crobat just isn't going to... I forgot Pursuit's a move, that's funny, okay. Okay, it's one turn of Trick Room left. How do you ensure that you win this game? I think there's like a decent amount of ways. You can like there's a bunch of ways probably. There's many paths. You can like Shadow Ball the Crobat. That's like a good way I'd say to like win this game, and like Rock Slide and like just double connect, and like even if the Marowak dies, you have Marshadow clean this game up. So yeah, that's fine, but there's a bunch of plays here. I think this game is pretty much over. That's like fine because yeah, but like because of the chip burn, like you can just protect throughout this burn damage. You could, I don't know if this else has Protect, but yeah, just Protect. The critical hit, that's like fine. And now you lost Super Luck. Yeah, this game is pretty much over. And you get to land the burn. Yeah, this game is over. So this is just going to be some cleanup work, just until things actually die. Oh my gosh, that did nothing. And yeah, that's pretty much about to do it. This was a this is just another very well-made team for Marshadow's banned and Miscreants. The taunt, having white the mirror herb and just putting yourself in a good position where the mons weren't that scary for Marowak. Just getting a very safe Trick Room up. Very good play, very well played, very well team built. And yeah, that's what it's gonna do it for me, and I'll see you guys later.